Hello Tokusatsu community, and welcome to not Soda Sundays with Josh, but to Rider Rewind with me, Michael. A new series here on the Toku Toy Store channel talking about new Kamen Rider toys from the last 1 or 2 weeks. I'll mostly be covering drivers and henshin devices, but every so often I'll talk about figures and some miscellaneous stuff too. That is if the mood strikes me. I won't do sodas, however. You gotta watch Josh's great series for that one. It's right here on this channel. Now the introductions are out of the way, I hope you'll join me for this new series. And, let's all say it together now, Henshin! Right, let's begin with the biggest news first, shall we? Kamen Rider Revice has unveiled the final forms for its main rider duo, Ultimate Revi and Ultimate Vice. Naturally, to begin these final forms, you need a new stamp. Introducing the Figuarts Rex V-Stamp. V-Stamps? I won't lie, the stamp splitting into two might be my favorite final form gimmick in Reiwa so far. But how do you use it? Well, first you press a button on the side of the Figuarts Rex V-Stamp and stamp it down onto the driver to get a standby loop. Then, set the stamp onto the slot next to it and tilt it like usual. That'll transform you into either Ultimate Revi or Ultimate Vice, depending on which side of the Figuarts stamp you use, that is. Pull it again and you activate the finisher. If you open out the top of the stamp, you can connect the other stamp to it. Once you've done that, and press the button again, you will activate the final remix. That is what the description calls it, at least. Finally, if you press the button on the side when it's off the driver, the stamp will play some lines from Mickey Revise. What are these lines? I don't know, I don't speak Japanese. To stay in the theme of Revise, we have the DX Weekend Driver. Not Weekend Driver, Weekend Driver. That's not confusing at all. This is a driver used by Hana to transform into Kamen Rider Aguilera, the newest rider to join Revise's ever-growing group of riders. Since this is a premium Bandai item, it is mostly a retool of the DX Libera driver. New color scheme, new sounds, and new faceplate, sure, but aside from that, it's the same. This driver comes with a DX Queen Bee V-Stamp, Aguilera's base form stamp. Here's how to use it. Stamp the V-Stamp down at the top of the driver and the standby loop will play. Swing the stamp and driver down and transform into Kamen Rider Aguilera. Tilt the stamp and driver up again, you will activate the standby for the finisher. Move it down and voila! Queen Bee stamping break. Also, if you remove the V-Stamp while the driver is on its side, then move it back up, activate the V-Stamp, stamp it down and turn it again, you will turn into an unnamed Aguilera form, which, honestly, is a cool way to turn into another form. Last little thing about this is that the included Queen Bee V-Stamp has voice lines from Hana when the stamp button is pressed, just like the DX Figuarts stamp for Revi and Vice. Next up is a short break from Revice and a quick look into the world of S.H. Figuarts. The Shinkocho Seiho, Shinkoku Seiho, Shinkarion Seiho... how do you pronounce that?
Shinkocho Seiho.
Yeah, the VAT of Kamen Rider Nigou, the 50th anniversary edition figure, has officially been revealed to absolutely nobody's surprise. After all, we already got a new Ichigo not all that long ago. It's based on the third version of the Kamen Rider Nigou suit and will have more vibrant coloring to simulate the more recent appearances of him in crossovers and the like. It'll come with an extra muffler, spare antenna parts, a handshake wrist, and the usual interchangeable hands. Aside from this, he'll also have a Kamen Rider 50th anniversary pedestal as the other 50th anniversary figures do. Sadly, however, this is a hard to get item with no normal releases confirmed as of yet, but these things tend to get normal release after a few months anyhow, so, you know, we'll probably see it show up sometime soon. Last, but certainly not least, is some older news, the announcement of the third premium Bandai Vstamp set. This one only has 2 V-Stamps instead of the usual 3, the Stag V-Stamp and the Anomalocaris V-Stamp. Wow, this episode is just filled with things I can barely pronounce. The Stag V-Stamp, when used on the Demon's driver, will allow you to transform in the somewhat decisive Kamen Rider over Demons. The Anomalocaris... roll the thing.
Anomalocaris
V-Stamp is used as a genomix for Kamen Rider Demons and Over Demons. It adds huge claws to demons and is themed after Kamen Rider Black. Kinda too bad that the supposedly last V-Stamp set only has 3 stamps, but I'm sure Bandai will release more with the upcoming Jean Aguilera show and whatever the summer movie and V-Cinemas will have, as they tend to do. And that'll be it for today and this very first episode. I hope you liked it. What did you think of these announcements? Tell us in the comments. And if you ever want any of these, be sure to check Toku Toy Store regularly. Well, that's enough brabbling from me. I'm sure you're sick of my voice by now. Michael, out.